these things for her. I've gotten all these things for her. Now she just wants to run away. She wants to leave that.
Jay, you can't repeat the past.
Can't repeat the past.
No.
Why, of course you can.
The Great Gatsby finally hit the silver screen. While it's set in the 1920s, it's laced with life lessons that actually apply today. And we were able to catch up with a few of the film's stars like Tobey Maguire to find out their own biggest life lessons. Check it out.
You need to live a life of meaning. You need to have something in your life of meaning. And right now, you know, by the way, if you're old or you're young or whatever you think it is, it ain't over.
My greatest life lesson is you don't really need to overthink things. They're going to kind of happen anyway. Just go with the flow, maybe. I don't know.
Okay. I think one good one is don't fear honesty.
I would say for me, one of the most important things that I've learned that I've carried through in my life are two things that are sort of interrelated. One is that I'm not a victim of my circumstances. So to take that feeling of victimhood, you know, even in small ways, and go, all right, this is the reality now, but what do I want to make my reality going forward from here?
It only just hit theaters this past weekend. Can you guess?
Yeah, this is what we wore to the theater.
The Great Gatsby, right? It has everyone in the fashion world talking, and they've been talking for months about it.
Absolutely. The star-studded movie adaptation of the F. Scott Fitzgerald classic is all about wealth and social status in the jazz age of New York City, and that glitz and glam is making its way into weddings and our outfits for a night out on the town. So,
yes,
to help us nail that Gatsby look, our Tali Gallo of Solutions Bridal, welcome,
yes,
and fashion stylist Melanie Pace. Thanks for coming, ladies. Of
yes,
course.
thank you.
And dressing us up, by the way.
We look fabulous. Thank you.
You do, very glam. Thank you. And when we're talking Gatsby, everybody went crazy when the costume designer for the movie, Catherine Martin, released these Prada sketches showing the movie's look. So in general, let's talk about the fashion during that time, 1920s NYC.
Yeah, what was the looks?
Well, everything was drop waist, even the long gowns, you know, all the beading started very, very low on the waist. Everything was a little bit bigger, so it wasn't too tight. There's lots of embellishments, lots of beading, and, you know, it was more about the actual clothing than it was a woman's body. So hemlines longer and things like that.
What about when it comes to bridal?
Very much the same. Perfect for a bride that wants a party look. So feathers in the hair, feathers in the dress.
Yes.
Tons of bold, risk-taking looks.
Awesome. So how do we do this for evening, Melanie? You brought some awesome looks. If you want to wear this out on the town on the night, let's...
Yes, we have two models, and our model on the left is wearing our long gown. You know, when you think 20s flapper, you think short. Well, you can incorporate this into a modern, longer gown. This one's from Neiman Marcus. It's beaded from head to toe, and lots of embellishments. I mean, even on her handbag, there's embellishments. So the more the better. You layer them on. She's got the beautiful hair with the finger curls, the bold lip. Everything is a little bit darker. Do the smoky eye and the bold lip all at once.
So we don't have to worry about going overboard.
No.
And she doesn't
as
look
you can see here.
I mean, that time period was all about being crazy with it, right? So what about the other look on the right here?
Okay, so Justine, the feather in the hair is such a trend, and the little headbands, that's so 1920s. And she's got our little flapper dress on. It's a drop waistline, lots of embellishments. It's that bold white color that just kind of makes a presence when you walk into the room. And then, you know, she's got a little fringe on her handbag, which is very 1920s, that whole little flapper era. And then cute little T-strap shoes. So the T-strap and then the strap right around the ankle and then the covering on the back is the trend for the 20s, but this is kind of a modern day.
They do. They look totally modern, but with a nod to that era.
But it's funny, too. She's so covered up, but she still looks sexy.
Right. And that was the whole point of this era with clothing, is that it's very body.
I mean, look at us.
Yes.
I mean, we're fairly covered. Okay,
lucky lady here has a little more going on up top than I do, but you know.
But we still look very glamorous.
Now, let's talk bridal, Tali. If a bride wants to have this kind of 20s vintage inspiration in her wedding, what would she do?
Yeah, so we have two Ravini dresses here. The one on the left showcases that different neckline, so really stay away from strapless.
Okay, stay away from strapless.
Absolutely. That sheathy silhouette, very fluid, very soft, something that you can really dance at your reception, as well as that beaded all-over look. And the cowl backs, the low backs are really in right now with the Great Gatsby.
I
theme.
love the little bit of flower detail too.
And the train, just that little train, not a big long train.
Absolutely. And then we have a headband that's adorned with feathers as well to add a little bit of texture.
Yeah, look at that
a little bit of
headband.
movement. So.
I love it.
And the hair too, just rolled up, easy to do.
Yeah,
Simple.
absolutely.
And what about the other one?
And then on the right, this is a really hot look right now for the Great Gatsby coming out, and it's an illusion bodice. So it has a little bit of sheer, so you get a little bit of that sexy, but with the bottom being very clean and simple, you still get that bridal feel.
It does.
And again, she's covered up, but it's still really sexy.
And then we throw in a big, bold hairpiece in the back that has feathers as well, and then a big chandelier earring.
Yeah, her earrings are gorgeous. And then quickly for the bridal party then, for bridesmaids and groomsmen, how do you have them fit in with this but not steal the look?
Yeah, great question. With that whole party look, I mean, something that Rachel's wearing, that's from Thea Couture.
Right.
It would totally work if they really
Stand
want
up
to
and
dress
model,
the
my
party up.
dear. Look at this. Beautiful. I like it a lot.
I know. Now, if you don't want to go all out, Melanie, like say you don't want to wear this whole big glamorous thing, what's there just something little you could do to nod this era?
Well, even a little fringe at the bottom or that drop waistline, and I think that that's what you have to be careful with. Don't overdo it. So pick something, maybe just the dress and not the hairdo and the makeup or the shoes, but just pick one piece and then incorporate it. But something that's themed, you can kind of do the going all out like we showed here.
You can have fun with it.
Yes.
That was
so
great.
much.
Yeah, you
Look
guys
at those
are great.
looks all together. They just
Look
look
at these
so
ladies are
great.
beautiful. I love
So
it, love it, love
stunning.
it. Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. And if you want to see these looks again, head to our website, lifeloveshopping.com.